Dear Rich Lux, as I sit here driving, speeding, breaking all kinds of laws, heading back to New York City, I write to you this evening
to ask you to stop exploiting your assistants. Best regards, T2 Spill.
Oh, she said what? Oh, hell no. Did somebody order a side of extraness? Cause mama, I'm here. Valet the car, stroll me down to VIP, and darling, please no photos until the meet and greet. Girl, please, step back. I'm coming through. The bitch is back. New face, got a lip. Cinched waist, looking fit. Fresh dye, 301's no mistake. I'm the one. Let me tell you what you need to do. Let me tell you what it's gonna take. Hit it with a bang, hit it with a pop.
Yes! That song be hidden. That song be hidden. I get so hype every time I listen to that song. Thank you, Joella. Oh, that is a great song. But let's talk about anything for clout to Richard Lux. Now, we're going to call him Richard Lux because, honestly, you can't be rich when you're so empty on the inside. We are here to unpack how Rich Lux utilizes his assistants and forces them to be incorporated into his content so that he, in my opinion, allegedly, in my perspective, my opinion, utilizes them as a tool for clout, as a tool of power, instead of using them as a resource to empower his brand, to give him more time to focus on his content, to focus on his messages, to focus on the perception that he has in regards to a public relations standpoint. As you can see back here in the background here in the video, I'm looping in a couple of clips that were recently added to his content, both in his apology as well as a recent video. Living in New York City, these cars stay honking. It's rush hour, and I live on one of the busiest avenues in Manhattan. Nonetheless, you can see that he's like basically telling them to go back and forth and do a job while he records a video. And I caught on to this just recently, and I said to myself, why? Why must you incorporate your assistants in these videos doing work? Look at this video. This video, I believe his name is Fong. In this video, I literally legit started screaming. I was screaming because Fong is carrying packaged, it looks like desserts that were purchased from the store, from one end of the kitchen to the other side. And what I find most interesting is that on this side where he's carrying those pies to, there's only a small console table, and that's where his bedroom is at also. And the exit to the apartment is in the complete opposite direction to leave the apartment. So I'm like, why would you move, these pies that you're about to take to wherever you're going for Thanksgiving to the other side of the apartment that's not near the exit and that doesn't really have a dining room table? It's only a console table with a floor base sitting on top of it, which bugs me, that floor base. But you can decorate your own place the way you want to, and quite frankly, I live for the decoration in Rich Lux's house because him and I have the same style. But it just gets me it got me thinking, it really got me thinking, like, why are you doing these things to your assistants? Why are you clouding off of them? Why are you making them, as if you're above them? Before I dissect this a little bit more further, can someone please help me understand why Fong... Oh my God. Can someone please help me out? Why does Fong have white gloves to carry? Oh my God. I cannot believe this. Why does Fong have white servant type gloves to carry packaged pre-baked goods in plastic containers from one side of the kitchen to the other side of the kitchen? Y'all, let's dig into this just a little bit more. So, like any good Judy, I did my research because I was like, well, maybe RL, Richard, maybe they were doing honest work. He was not exploiting his assistants for clout and to make it, to make people think that, oh, he's so rich and, and authoritative. So like any good Judy, I took my good old tail on over to Instagram to see what the trends were on his page. Now, as you can see, this is the last couple posts that he posted on Instagram. And I noticed the theme automatically from these 6 posts. And the themes are these. These are the themes. Themes are, look, I got money. 2, I can afford the luxury brands, allegedly. And 3, oh my God, I have assistants I have minorities as assistants, and let me portray them, exploit them, and portray as if I'm better than them. That's the concept and theme that I gathered from the posts. And I was not alone. Drilling down on the comment sections of his posts, there was one comment that really stood out to me, and it said, "What's up with all these pics of black men waiting on you? You really like to have slaves as maids, huh?" Honey, that comment was the realest comment ever, and a big shout out to this young lady for voicing her opinions and the perception that's coming off with his content on both YouTube and Instagram. Another thing that I found very interesting is that his assistants are portrayed as the help, as if they're below him. But meanwhile, Caucasian contributors and content creators are not. We can see here Nick Snyder. We can see Jeffree Star. We can see that tarot card reading girl and Dawson of Shanes, and then him portraying as if he's a big boss man in meetings and so forth, and then he's all cuddled up here with Mrs. Star, but you don't see him cuddled up in pictures with his assistants. He's utilizing his assistants as freaking props, and to me that is so disgusting. That is so ignorant, especially after the latest scandals that he's been in. The latest scandal he was in was October or September, and he posted again this picture of his assistant holding an umbrella and a Louis Vuitton bag on November, I believe this is 18th, if I'm not mistaken. I can't read it right now. So you just were called out for using the N-word. You were just called out because you were perceiving you as a racist, and then you post content like this. I mean, it is so deftone. It's disgusting, and this is the part of Rich Lux I do not like. This is the part of Rich Lux which I do not want to be a part of, do not want to support, because it is so tone deaf, and it's like, F you as subscribers. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna portray me as this big luxury celebrity, which you're not. YouTube celebrities are not. They're far and few between. And let me tell you, that Tana Mojo, or whatever her name is, she's going to be coming down pretty soon. I hope she's stacked her coin up, and I hope she has it invested, because it's going to be gone, and she's going to be a nobody in about 12 to 24 months. And I can guarantee that, because it all goes down in this industry like that. And Rich really, in overall, Rich needs to stop clouding and exploiting his assistants. They are not props. They are not props. People are not props. Minorities are not props. Your staff are not props. Human beings are not your prop. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Do you think I'm crazy? Am I overanalyzing this? Cold-heartedly and wholeheartedly, I say I stand by my perceptions and my point of views on this, because I have been looking over this now for a couple days, and I even commented about this on Twitter. I just find it completely disgusting. Let me know below in the comments about how you feel about this. What do you think about this? Did you notice this before me bringing it to your attention? Let me know down below. Also, I wanted to point out comment of the day since everybody else is doing it, and I thought it was interesting. So we got this bitter Topanga here, Danielle Ferguson. Thank you for commenting, Danielle. And Danielle states, wow, you're really asphyxiated on his life. LMFAO, period. You're creepy and dangerous, period. Picking apart a person's violating experience to try for views. Why does he have to show you every angle? She can just drop her things. You're fishing for something that's not there and making lies as you go fit your narrative. And Danielle Ferguson, I thank you for commenting and watching the video. Clearly, you decided that you were going to attack instead of comprehending and interpreting the message as well as the receipts. But again, Danielle, thank you, and we hope to see you soon. Next comment. I never thought of Rich's break-in like that. You really did your research, because when I watched the video while you were explaining it, you're right, things don't add up. I think people like me used to be Rich's fans believe him because he comes off as trusting and trying to be the good guy, but a lot don't realize he's very manipulative and makes sure his audience believes him. I used to be sub to him, and then he became a liar and bullies so many people. Kaylee, thank you for sharing your comment, as well as thank you for subscribing and viewing the video. I appreciate that I was able to enlighten you, entertain you, but as well as provide a different perspective on that break-in allegedly that happened.
The drama has just begun. I'm such a mood, girl. You can go ahead and hang it up, mama, because your time here is officially